Welcome back. It's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. We got lots going on in our weather. This is something we can check out together, looking out across Capitol Avenue. Through the day, we had some clearing skies, a little bit of that wind picked up, and we saw some really nice conditions for us. We made it into those mid-20s. A little bit cooler, actually, the way it feels, because we have a 10-mile-an-hour wind. And usually for every mile-an-hour wind, you can take about a degree out of what the air temperature is. As we get colder, that changes, that ratio changes just a bit, but that's kind of a general rule. We have winds coming in from the northwest, and those winds are on the cool side. Encouraged to be a little bit more active by the jet stream that's coming through. We have some circulation that is going to blow some snow around. That's one of the reasons we still have this winter weather advisory. That could cause some travel difficulties. Some of that snow, especially we get through the afternoon hours, kind of lifts because we warm up and then it blows out across the road, causing some treacherous conditions because they kind of sneak up on you. So be careful with that. The cloud cover that we are going to have tomorrow is going to be in conjunction with this system that is coming up from the south and southwest, and it is going to try to make its way in. As it does, it's going to push into the western part of the Continental Divide. And because we have this rotation with this high pressure that's in charge of our weather now, that's going to hold that system back. So we're not going to have quite as much of a chance to get more of this action. But we do have a plume of moisture that's coming into the Sierra Nevadas, coming up over Nevada into southern Idaho. The Wyoming mountains of Idaho are getting some snow. Places where we haven't seen snow for some time is beginning to be a little bit more snowpack. So that's going to give us more water in the spring, which is a good plan. With our skies being fairly clear tonight, we're going to have some sunshine tomorrow. That means temperatures are going to come back up into the mid-30s. That'll give us a chance to melt off some, because we'll have a good portion of the afternoon that not only will be above freezing, but it's also going to be sunny. Those sunny conditions will kick in and bring that warmth up just a little bit more. Those temperatures are going to respond to that sunshine, especially as we get into next week. We'll be back up in the upper 40s. So if you still have your motorcycle out, you'll be able to ride it very possibly next week. We've got some of these conditions taking out toward Friday. Give you an idea, it's going to come up from the south. If it does make its way in, it'll rotate back out. So we're really not going to have much of influence from that system as it comes in. There's a chance, because it is wild Wyoming. With the Friday being kind of a transition to some nicer weather for our weekend, beautiful weather coming our way. Monday might be a little blustery. I don't expect it to be too much out of control. I think we have a stretch of nice weather coming our way, especially in southeastern Wyoming. That's going to feel pretty good. That'll be the case for us in the western panhandle. Appreciate you joining us from Scottsbluff. This is what it looks like for you as a weekend into those lower 40s. Be able to get out and about and take a little drive and enjoy some of the landscape. Forest and Laramie over the hill from Cheyenne, we're seeing some of those 30s pop in the forecast, upper 30s also, which is going to be super pleasant for us. That's going to make for some nice conditions also up the I-25 as we get into our Saturday and Sunday. And some of that snow, especially as we get north of Cheyenne, has really packed in. We've got quite a lot to melt off, so we could have some of that really kick in over the weekend. And we'll talk about weather a little bit more after the break. Aiden has more news for us, so stay with us.